So I know we say this like every single week, but I genuinely don't feel like I've seen you in a minute.
I mean, you haven't seen me in here in a minute.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like every time we get together, we always say it. But genuinely,
It's been a while. Like, it's been almost a month and a half, 2 months since we've recorded together. Yeah.
something like that. Something like that. And I look like a gremlin today because I'm in gremlin mode. Okay, I'm really tired.
I feel that. And that's all I do.
So, completely off topic. As you know, I had 3 men staying in my house this weekend.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
First of all, I have to clean the house again.
I
cleaned the house. I have to clean the house again.
I thought Lonnie said he cleaned it.
Lonnie did pick up. I'm not going to sit here and say that he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
It's not to my standards.
I told you it wasn't me. You have high standards.
I do. This is not what I want to talk about, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, Random was taller than I thought he would be in person. It's like 6'3", 6'4".
I'm not surprised by that, honestly.
This is important to the story that I'm about to tell.
For the height?
So we're all downstairs. It's Saturday morning.
Yeah.
And Random's like looking for the remote. I'm like, okay, whatever. I turn around because Jones wanted a cup of coffee. And so I'm like, all right, well, I'm brewing myself a coffee. As soon as I'm done brewing my coffee, I'll make your coffee.
Yeah.
I finish my coffee, I make his coffee, and I'm rounding the corner from like my kitchen to my living room, right?
Mm-hmm.
No. Actually, I wasn't making coffee. Jones needed a safety pin. So I gone to the garage to get my sewing kit, my travel sewing kit.
Mm-hmm.
And I like gave him a safety pin and I turn around and Random is standing on my couch. And I go, Random, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm looking for the remote. I said, why are you standing on my couch, sir?
Why are you standing on a couch to look for a remote, bro?
Bro, I don't fucking know. The man almost hit the ceiling.
Where are you looking?
I'm looking for the remote. And I'm just sitting there and I'm staring at him. I said, you have a Kenyan mother.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you standing on my couch? And he goes, what do you want me to do?
Not stand?
The travel sewing kit left my hand so fucking fast. So fucking fast. And this man went to duck like this, and that shit said bulk. It curved downward to hit him in the head still.
Man, I don't...
Oh, that's not the other thing. So Friday morning, I swung by the house to let the dogs out so that the guys could sleep in and everything.
Yeah.
I walk in the house. I'm getting ready to, let the dogs out. I'm getting ready. I look at the couch because Random is awake.
Yeah.
And sitting on the couch are his outside shoes.
Why? You guys literally have a place for shoes.
Why are your outside shoes on the couch?
Honestly, honestly, I wouldn't put shoes on the couch even if it was inside shoes, bruh.
Your shoes do not belong on the couch or the bed.
Like, literally, if you're gonna have like house shoes or whatever, you usually take them off if you're going on furniture, don't you?
Exactly. Yes.
Like I don't understand. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't really have.
I got so mad.
I just walk around.
So I reminded him that he had a mother from Africa twice while he was staying at my house. I threatened him. I said, listen, I don't know your mother's name or her number, but I will find it. And I will call her.
And she will take your life.
And she will yell at you. And then when you go home to her house, she's going to make you clean everything. Just off principle.
Nah, she's gonna make you clean everything at her house, and then she's gonna make him come back here, buy a plane ticket, come back here, and clean everything at your house.
In my house, yeah.
Yeah. He's like, that's what you wanted to do. All right, you cleaning the entire house. You know what? You want to buy them new furniture? That's what you're doing now. Step on their furniture like that again. See what happens.
But yeah,
I don't
So
know why.
I threw something at his and then a cup spilled, but it was my fault. But I didn't know it was my fault because all I saw was his water bottle and there was a giant wet stain. And I just looked at him and was like, I'm gonna murder you. And then it was my fault. It's like, you know what? Actually, that was my cup. Never mind. My bad.
Mm-hmm. So quick to blame. So quick to blame.
Listen, he had,
I mean,
he had
given the track
shoes on my
record,
couch.
I get it.
He was standing on my couch.
Mm-hmm. I get it. The track record, you know, I understand. I understand. It all works out. I get it. I get it.
So mad. I was so mad at him.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not understanding
Mm-mm.
at
I
all.
don't know. I feel like it's not even just about like the Kenyan mother. I feel like any mother would be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, why? What are you standing on the furniture for? Also, why do you need to stand on the furniture? You are a 6'3" tall man looking for a remote. How? What do you need to look
You
in the
want to know
sky
where the
for?
remote was, DJ?
In the cushions?
No. It was on the dining room chair next to the couch that he was using as a nightstand.
So why was he standing up?
That's the
Was he
$1
checking the
million
vents?
question.
Was he checking the vents, like behind the lights? What was going on? Like, I don't understand.
DJ, I don't
Like,
even have. Remember that room doesn't even have ceiling lights. It's the 2 lamps,
yeah, you're right.
and there's no vent on that side.
What was what was the what? What?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I'm gonna have to talk to random
And
later.
figure it out.
Yeah, figure out what was
Yeah.
going through his head for
Yeah.
that. I'll try to remember it for the next like 8 months.
Less than 8 months. Wait. I have to do math now.
Mm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it is 8 months. Look at
Did I get
you.
that right? Did I say
Yeah,
that?
it's 8
Oh,
months and 2 weeks. Actually, less than 2 weeks.
I'm smart. I just kind of guessed. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah,
I mean, it is 8 right now. Like it's August right now, so
well, I
you
didn't
know.
count August because August is almost over.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, gotcha.
That's why I said it's 8 months and a few weeks.
Gotcha.
So,
Oh man, this is
so
gonna
I
be a
told you
long time.
I wanted to switch things up a little bit because
Mhm.
I kind of want to go back to like how we started this podcast with
We
the
were
whole
just doing
like,
random stuff.
yeah, just saying random things, doing random things, not fact checking ourselves. Please never
Mhm.
take anything that we say here as factual because I 100% guarantee you it's not.
Unless we look it up in the moment, it's most likely
And
not
even
factual.
then, I would still
Because we're doing
give
like quick research
50-50.
then.
It's 50-50.
Yeah.
Um, but so I wanted to do a little segments, one for me, one for you, and then at the end we can still read a Reddit story because I do like the Reddit stories. It's just I kind of want to get back to our roots.
Do you have Reddit stories also ready or
I only have one.
okay, so we're just doing the one.
I'm not pushing it past,
All
but
right, cool. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't have time to look up Reddit stories at all either. So
you're perfectly fine.
yeah.
So I've been trying to figure out if I wanted to name my section, what I wanted to name my section, all of that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I have decided that it's going to be called Your Homegrown Chronically Online Bisexual.
I'm sorry, what? Your homegrown
Brought to you by
chronically?
Your Homegrown Chronically Online Bisexual.
Uh, what?
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
I don't know how to respond to this right now. I don't know how to respond to this.
You're
Because you catch me completely off guard with this shit. So, no.
When do I not catch you completely off guard?
You said, when do you not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I have a
You
few
and Random
things.
need to switch names. He can be Taylor, you can be Random.
So Shannon sent me this game on Steam the other day. And it is called Just Crow Things. Okay? I'm going to pull it up on Steam.
Are you gonna like show a video of it or something?
I'll probably take the video out for purposes.
I mean, are you not allowed to show like tutorials or not tutorials, but I don't know. I guess you can't. I'm not sure.
Well, if you haven't seen the game, go look it up. Real
I
quick.
thought as long as you gave it credit or something, you were still able to like show like trailers or something. Is that what they're called?
Maybe. So it's on Steam. It's Just Crow Things. We're gonna.
Was that crow just beating up an elderly woman?
Yes, with the baseball bat. Yes.
Is it pooping on people? Okay, you know what this kind of reminds me of? Wait, no. Okay, so it's like a combination of games. It reminds me of. You know that game where?
Hold on. It's picking up a log to throw on someone.
Is it taking pictures?
Yes. I want the one with the witch hat.
Can you be a what? Are you able to be like the whatever they're called? I can't even think. My mind's blanking right now. Peacock.
I don't know. No idea.
It's showing the peacock, so I'm wondering if you can do that.
So, so Shannon sent that to me this week. With the caption, "This is you."
Yeah, 100%. I could see you beating up an old elderly woman with a bat. 100%.
What?
And then just flying around shitting on the other people.
Why would I do that?
I don't know. I just feel like you could, you know. I can see you doing that.
Don't put that on me.
I feel like I can see you doing it, you know.
No.
Considering your road rage, you know, I could see you doing it, you know.
That's different.
No, I don't know. I mean, if someone pisses you off enough, I mean, you know, I feel like you could do it.
I would have yelled at it. Listen, I would have screamed in my car the other day that the guy was driving so slow that maybe he should retire.
But see, you are disrespectful to elderly people, so I feel like you would get a bat.
35 and a 55.
Okay, well that person. All right, so here's the thing, though. Okay, but all right, but I could still see you stopping in front of him in traffic, and then like you know just walking out, pulling out a bat, and starting beating up the car or something.
No.
I don't know. I mean,
put that on me.
I don't know. I mean, you know. And then taking pictures of it while you're doing it too. You're like,
why would I want evidence of me assaulting an elderly person?
Hashtag crazy girl.
I might be crazy, but I am not that type of crazy, okay?
Well.
When have I ever beat somebody up because of road rage? Never.
Not because of road rage.
My track record is clean.
Not because of road rage, but you've beaten people up for less.
No, I have not. Plausible deniability. I have not done a single thing. My records indicate that I have never done that.
Okay, legal records, you're right. You have never been convicted of a felony or convicted of any assault charges or any battery charges or anything like that. You are correct in that sense. But
There's no but.
you cannot deny the proof that I have in my mind, okay, that I have seen. No.
You've never seen me.
No, I haven't, but I mean, like, I wouldn't doubt it.
Okay, one other
Considering I
thing.
feel like we've had to hold you back a few times, I feel like, from beating people. I think. Like, going
Um,
out when we were
well,
out or something.
there was the time that the old dude told me that I was a hooker for wearing an oversized
Oh,
t-shirt and
yeah.
shorts
At,
in the middle of summer.
yeah. You were talking about
At Green
that
Turtle, yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
So,
That was fun.
also
That was years
completely
ago.
off topic. I think that you had the brain cell this weekend.
What?
So Sunday I decided that I really wanted chips and salsa. So I ordered from the Mexican restaurant down the street from me chips and salsa. And I was
Uh-huh.
like, oh, I'm assuming the small is like the little ones that they send you. And I don't want a small. I want a large because I want it to last me like for a few, like 1 or 2 days. Because I
Yeah.
really want, like, like when you get a hyperfixation on
Yeah.
food.
Uh-huh.
This is the bag of chips.
It's not that bad.
It was filled to the very top, and they had to tie the bag.
Yeah.
I paid $9 for this,
It's pretty reasonable,
and
actually.
I have a giant you know, DJ. This is bigger than my head.
It's pretty reasonable. $9. That's pretty reasonable.
It's pretty reasonable, but this is not what I was expecting.
Especially since they're most likely frying the chips themselves.
They are. They're so delicious.
Yeah.
This is not the size that I was expecting. Okay. Those like big tubs that they'll give
Mhm.
you whenever you order like mac and cheese or something. They're like this big. I
Yeah,
have
the
that
ones
much of
that, like, come
salsa.
with, like, what is it, faux soup or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have that full of salsa sitting downstairs in my fridge.
I mean, that's reasonable for that bag of chips. I mean, that's a decent
It is.
honestly.
It is. I'm not complaining.
But you definitely don't need that much.
No.
That's something I could probably eat in one day. I don't know if you could, though.
No, I got it since Sunday. Do you see how much of a dent I made in it? I'm only down to here.
Yeah, it'd be like it'd be the opposite for me. I'd be having that much left.
Listen. I
'Cause
thought
I love chips and salsa, and I
I
snack
do
on those like
too.
crazy.
I do too.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
salsa
so what
chips
I
and
thought I
queso.
was getting and what I got was not just it didn't line up.
Yeah.
It didn't line up.
Yeah, you're right. Your brain cell definitely wasn't with you.
No, there's something else that I did this weekend. And I texted Shar and her entire response was, "Does DJ have the brain cell right now?"
And you said, "Probably."
Yeah, I was like, oh, I typed her something and it auto-corrected and it wasn't English. It wasn't even French. It wasn't even Spanish. I don't know what it was. It was gibberish.
Hieroglyphics?
You know what? She probably could have understood that. I don't know what it was, but she was like, I don't know what you just tried to say to me, but it wasn't English, and I'm just assuming that you don't have the brain cell. And I was like, you know what?
Were you drinking this
Probably.
weekend?
No.
Were you extremely dehydrated?
That probably might be a thing. This is the first water I've had all day. But I have had a Red Bull and some coffee.
This is like my 7th water I've had today.
This is still pretty full.
I feel like I've just kept the brain cell for the past, like, forever. Recently.
Recently, yeah.
I feel like, to be fair, though, ever since, like, going to the gym, my confidence has, like, gone up so much and then like I don't know. I think more clearly because I feel like I drink so much fucking water now.
Yeah, when I've realized that my brain capacity has gone down since I have not been drinking as much water as I should be, so I'm trying to get back into that. But the chronically online part of my section is first of all, JJK ends in 5 chapters and the internet has gone wild. They are not okay.
Why?
At all. Because it doesn't make sense for it to end in 5 chapters because they're still in the middle of the like final fight.
They're in the middle of it?
Yeah. And it seems like you're not going to learn anything about Sukuna's backstory, period.
Unless they make like the last 5 chapters extremely long. Like a whole entire like book basically. Or maybe JJK is ending, but then they're gonna start another series talking about Sukuna's past.
I would like that if that's what they're gonna do. I would like that, but it's just like people are not happy. But also, like My Hero ended, everybody's pissed about the ending of My Hero because Deku just became Iron Man.
Yeah, but I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I mean, he's still the great. I mean, okay, but dude shouldn't have been. His body was destroyed
because his body wasn't meant to have a quirk.
Well, no, it was the only way that quirk could have like been completed is through a quirkless person. So,
well, yeah, that's true.
Like, as other than that, it definitely was not going to get completed. And I mean, he trained up his body like crazy. I think it was also his willpower that also kept him being able to control all of those quirks. Sorry for spoilers if nobody's like, read ahead or watched ahead or anything like that, I guess.
I mean, I'm gonna be so honest, I haven't watched since the villain arc, but
I know it's still like pretty far behind right now. Like I think the most recent episode is Deku seeing Bakugo.
Yeah, so
with that like and him going rage mode and all that.
Yeah, his heart exploding, yeah. That was a while ago. That was in like December.
They still have like a good while before.
So I'm gonna mess up this name, Atsuko Tanaka, the voice actor. She's really famous for her roles of Hanami and JJK. She
Nanami?
was
Who? Oh, okay, gotcha.
She just passed away. She's like really iconic roles.
Okay. Oh,
I don't.
That said rip, didn't it? Just
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, she passed away.
When? I mean this year, but when
That
this
was
year?
posted 9 hours ago.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
We've lost a lot of people this year.
We have.
Oh my god.
This
Like
is
a
like
lot
a
of
weird.
people like
And then
related to the anime
JLo's getting a
community.
divorce again because apparently she might have been involved in some murder with allegedly involved in a murder with Diddy. For legal reasons, allegedly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, I want people to know if you guys are watching the video, I smile when it's like, huh? Like I know I smile, but it's like it's a huh? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Is I smile when I don't know how to
He's
respond?
apparently divorcing her because apparently she was involved in some
Thing allegedly. All right.
yeah, some unaliving allegedly.
That's understandable to get a divorce for that.
Yeah.
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 I mean, But also at the same time, I feel like, it might not be smart to get a divorce
So if
because
he actually
allegedly,
no, it actually is smart. So if he knows anything and they're married, he legally can't testify against her.
if he knows anything,
Yeah, you're not allowed to testify against your spouse.
so he wants to testify against her,
I don't know. I don't know if he wants to testify. I'm just saying, if you're married, you can't testify against your spouse.
but you can testify for them. You said you can't testify against, but you can testify for.
No, I don't. You know what? I'm leaving that one alone. You're making my brain hurt.
So like you can give a positive note, but not a negative note, is what you're telling me? That
You
doesn't make
can't
sense.
use marital stuff against
Yeah,
your
no, I'm
spouse.
just fucking around.
You're
I just
making
wanted to
my
see how
brain
much I
hurt
can
trying to
confuse you.
understand what you're trying to do.
I
And
wanted to see how
it's,
much I could confuse you right there. Since
is this what it feels like to be you?
just because I have brain cell doesn't mean my feelings don't get hurt. Okay, fucking asshole. I'm gonna cry now.
Did you just dip your finger in your water bottle and drag it under your eyes to create tears? I should walk away right
I
now.
can't believe it. I can't
I,
believe you would say something like that.
I should walk away right now. Also, I'm sorry if y'all just heard me gulp because I just did a big gulp and that was a weird noise. I
Yeah.
heard it in my throat.
I don't know how I didn't hear it.
Oh, maybe they didn't hear it. Who knows?
I don't know. I mean, it's possible that they heard it. I just wasn't paying attention sometimes. Why are you playing with your septum piercing?
Because it wasn't straight.
It wasn't straight.
It's the only thing on me that is straight.
And that's today's episode, folks. No, I'm just joking.
Well, that's all I have for my little segment was that.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
The
What's
only
happening
other
before?
like big thing going on right now is like the whole Mr.Beast thing. And personally, I don't feel like there's not a lot of commentary on it. Just I've only just seen the 2 videos that came out from previous employees, and I have 2 people that I follow that are commentators, but they do like hours long videos, like 5+ hour long videos
Mm-hmm.
on things like this, where they present all of the facts in a concise, precise timeline.
Yeah.
And so until I have more information, I don't feel comfortable speaking on it.
Yeah.
But I do know the whole Ava situation, which Ava Chris, I don't remember her last name, is somebody that started the channel with Mr.Beast and transitioned to female.
Mm-hmm.
I know that whole thing where people were coming out saying like, oh, she groomed people, like, blah, blah, blah. And the person that they were actually referencing in all of these videos came out and strictly said, were the jokes inappropriate? Yes. But was I groomed? No. So it was Discord messages came out. Like, I'm not even going to sit here and be like, oh, it wasn't like inappropriate. Like, the jokes were inappropriate, but the person came out and said there was nothing actually sexual or like any way type of grooming about our relationship. So stop putting this narrative on me. So I don't want to talk about that aspect of it just because the person who was victimized has come out and stated that what is being spread online isn't true.
But okay, so is Ava first name now, Chris?
Ava's, yes.
Okay, so
And Chris with a K. We're not dead naming somebody.
Huh?
Ava still goes by Chris, but Chris with a K.
Oh, okay. So like kind of like how Kris Jenner?
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I just want to make that clear. And then the other thing is the old assistant that Ava had. Now that is a very messed up story. And I feel very bad for her. She is another woman who transitioned.
Uh-huh.
And she was essayed a lot, coerced a lot in that relationship, and a lot of things with basically like her job being dependent on these favors, quote unquote. Um yeah, that
By Ava?
she would give to Ava under the pretense of Ava getting her onto Mr. Beast's channel, and a whole bunch of stuff of like when she finally went to HR about everything that had happened. HR claimed to have no idea that any of this was happening and that she had left of her own free will from the company. And so that's when Mr. Beast came out and said that he was hiring an independent investigator for this. And people thought that it was in relation to the people who jumped on after the whole Ava thing came out and said, like, oh, he's a scammer, blah, blah, blah. And so everybody thought that it was in relation to that, but it's actually in relation to the Ava situation.
Mm-hmm.
And the real claims of abuse that happened there. But like I said, it's something that I want more information on before I would ever fully talk about it. But that's what I understand from the situation right now. It's really messed up stuff.
Okay. So, but Mr. Beast is claiming he didn't know any of this?
With the whole Ava situation, which I can kind of understand if it's like a personal. So the girl was Ava's personal assistant and had like moved in with her and everything. And it was done behind like closed doors. So like I can kind of understand if he didn't see or know all of that, just because
Didn't so is this
that's a little bit different than like the Discord messages and everything that came
yeah,
out and what people are saying about him and working for him. I'm separating the two situations because in all reality they are two separate situations.
yeah. Was that one after the transition though? Or was it
Yes,
before
it was after the transition. It
when
was
Ava was okay, okay. So it wasn't when Ava was still married to his
no,
to her ex-wife.
no. It was
Okay,
after Ava's transition, yeah.
okay. Got you.
That's why I said the timelines are a little tricky right now,
Yeah,
and
because I thought that Discord one was before the
Discord
transition.
one was when they were, like, 19 or 20.
Yeah, okay.
It was
So
it
when the
was
channel was still, like, really young, basically.
yeah, yeah, it was right before it became, like, and they had it, like, scrubbed and everything, which, shows that, like, you might have had some stuff that you wanted to hide, which come on now. Um,
Yeah.
and I also think that something that people need to realize, and they like whatever it is, whenever somebody reaches a certain level of fame, they forget that like people are humans and make mistakes and everything.
Mhm,
And I'm not saying that this is a mistake. What happened, if it everything that has been said is true, like it's horrible. And
mhm,
I'm talking just in a general senses of if somebody makes a mistake. So like
mhm.
what I'm going to use is Jenna Marbles for an example, because she left the platform because she felt bad for the old content that she put out and everything. In her case, like my whole thing is that I didn't really see a lot of people coming for her for all of her old content. But on top of that, like what I think that people really need to realize is when you are 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, fuck, even sometimes 23,
You're still a kid, basically.
you're still a kid. Your frontal lobe isn't fully developed. And yes, you understand certain things, but you don't understand everything.
Mhm.
And especially when you're like 18, 19, and 20, you have no idea how the world works
No.
at
You
all.
still honestly, you're probably still on that high of, like, "Hey, I'm out of high school, I feel like I have a little
I
more
knew
of, like"
freedom.
yeah.
And then
Like, you're still
add a channel that is taking off.
yeah. Like, now you have money to play with. You feel like you can do anything and nothing can stop you, basically.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like
So I do try to put into perspective of people's actions with the ages that they are. And I don't think that a lot of people do that. And I think
Yeah.
that that's something that needs to be done more often. Now, there's just certain things, no matter what age you are, is fucking unacceptable. Like being a freaking essayer.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are, what you identify as. You're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. But that's the only really big thing happening right now. And like I said, I don't feel like there's enough information out right now.
To actually talk
And
about
if
it.
there is new information out, I just haven't seen it yet.
So there's not enough basically to form an opinion for you, or?
No, I have an opinion when it comes to the Ava stuff. When it comes to the Mr.Beast stuff, this isn't the first time that an employee has come out and said stuff like
Yeah,
this,
'cause
but
wasn't
it's
there another
always,
one?
yeah. But I've also noticed that they only do it whenever like something like this is happening. So the last time that I really saw people doing this was when Ava came out as trans. So it's also like, is it a bandwagon thing? Like, is it just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some people are just going to hate you because of the fame that you have.
See, the last thing that I saw was, before all this was, like, one of their, like, editors or something like that, or, not photographers or videographers
Cameraman.
maybe? Yeah, was there for, like, 6 months, and he, like, had a lot of problems with the dude that looked like the Viking, kind of.
Oh yeah, yeah. He
Or
ended up leaving
him
the
and the
channel
dude that
anyways.
looked like the Viking had a lot of problems eventually with, like, Mr.Beast or something like that. That's what I don't know, I couldn't remember what that one was, but that was
So
the last
the
thing that I saw.
Viking dude left the channel just because he was like, I wasn't needed anymore. Like the character that they wanted me to portray, like it just wasn't aligning with who I was anymore. He even
Mhm.
came on his channel, and there's a whole video on his channel about that because now he does paranormal shit.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
but like it's also the thing of like not everybody's gonna vibe with their employer.
Yeah. Like, people come and go, you know?
Yeah. But I also think that, like, unfortunately, and like I said, I don't have enough information on this, so it could
Yeah.
just be I'm talking out of my ass right now. But
Yeah.
I also stand on the fact of like some some people like when they leave an employer, they want to shit on them, or they think that like working for this like influencer or this like high like liked person and all of this stuff with all of these like followers and everything is going to be something different than what it is.
Mhm. Yeah. Man, what the hell? I mean, I feel bad, but, also at the same time, like, if you knew about this stuff.
If he And that's why I said I find it hard with the whole Ava and the essay situation just because even like when she was leaving, she even has messages showing she never went to HR about her leaving the company. It was
Mm,
only done through Ava. And so then I'm like, I don't know how much they really could have known if
yeah.
when you're leaving the company, you're not going through HR and everything, and you're going through Ava.
Mhm.
So it's
It
like,
just I don't know, it makes me then question too, like, if Mr. Beast knew about all of these things, it makes me question all of these videos, was, like, if he's, doing all of these, like, you could win money and all this other stuff, is he doing it because of the fact that he feels guilty about the stuff that him and his crew do, or that his crew does?
well,
And,
and so
like,
he's already said, like, he's already cut off Ava and everything. And you have to think
yeah,
about that. That's a middle school long. That's like if I cut you off.
yeah, I know.
That's
Crazy.
like that's a breakup basically. Like that's something deep. So I will say like if he is cutting him off like that very, and people can say like he's cutting him off publicly for like
Mhm.
save his image and everything, but it's not just that. He was like, what did he say exactly? Actually, I don't even know if he's posted. I know he posted a new video and people were like, you can post a video, but you can't post a response, which his response was,
He probably can't talk about it right now.
Yeah, so
because there's probably like suits going on, like
the
lawsuits or something.
last thing that he posted on Twitter was on the 24th of July, so almost a month ago.
Mhm.
Over the last few days, I've become aware of the serious allegations of Ava and Tyson's behavior online and am disgusted and opposed to such unacceptable acts. During that time, I've been focused on hiring an independent third party to conduct a thorough investigation to ensure I have all the facts. That said, I've seen enough online and taken immediate action to remove Ava from the company, my channel, and my association with Mr.Beast. I do not condone or support any of these inappropriate actions. I will allow the independent investigation the necessary time to conduct a comprehensive investigation and will take any further actions based on their feelings. And the
Mhm.
other thing that I will also say is he hasn't turned off comments on any of his platforms.
Okay, so he still is allowing people to comment and everything. Like it's not
He's
like
still
he's
allowing people to voice their opinions. And
yeah,
I think that that is something because when somebody knows that they have done something and they're in the middle of a controversy, you always notice that they turn off their comments.
yeah,
Always.
because
I
they don't
personally
want to hear the backlash, basically.
Exactly. And I will say, like, the top comments on this are not necessarily nice. Most relevant is I don't know what I was expecting, but this is an itch. Um, okay, that's just a um Mr. Beast, that's in a different language. I can't read that. And then of course all the transphobia is coming in as well.
Yeah. Wait,
And
claiming
somebody
that
said, "Did
Mr.
you
Beast is
remove Chris?"
transphobic?
Huh?
They're claiming Mr. Beast is transphobic now?
No, no, people are being transphobic
Oh, okay,
towards
gotcha.
Ava. And so just so
Wow.
everybody is aware, it is spelled KIS, which is the way that she wants her name spelled.
Yeah.
She made it really difficult with that because I feel bad because I feel like I'm dead naming her even though I know that I'm not because I'm doing it's with the K.
What do you mean by dead naming?
So dead naming for somebody that transitioned, if you call them by their birth name, that is dead naming them.
Oh, so because it was like an original. Okay, got you.
So
Okay.
from CH
CH to K.
to K.
Got you.
And so while I'm saying the K version, it
Yeah.
feels weird to go
Yeah.
and say
Got
it
you.
because
Okay.
yeah. Anyways, somebody asked, you removed Ava or Ava stepped away. Which is it? Because I guess Ava came out with a statement saying that she was stepping away from Mr. Beast.
Hmm.
Let me see.
I mean, I feel like but Ava could be trying to save face by saying she's stepping away. You know what I mean?
Mm,
But I mean, I don't know.
She posted a whole thread.
Hmm.
Oh well. Anyways, that's all I have.
Got you. Alright, well, I mean, honestly, I'm probably gonna keep mine kind of short. My section, since it's literally just gonna be like me asking like, "Are you smarter than a fifth grader?" type questions, and then maybe adding some riddles too. So I
Don't
might do
do
like,
riddles to me.
huh?
Don't do riddles to
Oh no,
me.
I'm doing riddles to you. I think okay, so I don't know how many questions do you want me to ask? Because there's like 101 questions on this thing.
Ask me like 3.
3?
Max
Dang, bro.
5.
Max 5? You think it's gonna take that long to do 5?
We
Oh,
still
well,
have a
I guess we still
story.
have a Reddit story. Yeah, you're right. Dang, you really made my section short as shit. You.
Well, we said you asked if I had anything else.
Yeah, that's right. That's true. I don't know, bro. I these some of these questions are pretty easy. I feel like you'll definitely get them.
We'll see.
Uh,
We'll see.
okay, okay. So I don't know if you might not get this one, but I don't know. Are you huge into like classical stuff, classical music, or music in general?
DJ, I can't remember song names.
Okay, well, you'll get this. You won't get this, but you might get this. In classical music, what instruments usually comprise a string quartet?
Violin, cello.
Okay, so here's the thing. It's technically 4 instruments, but 2 of them are the same.
Alto, violin.
No, alto.
Okay.
Alto's not an instrument. That's a alto's like a tone.
It's a range.
Isn't tone the same as range?
Anyways, violin, cello.
Uh-huh. You got this.
I'm trying to think back to like choir when we had to do it with the string quartets.
You got this. You are halfway there.
A harp?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. That's all I got.
It consists of 2 violins, a viola, and a cello.
Fuck is a viola?
It's a smaller violin, basically.
Why did my brain go tiny violin
Or
and I didn't say it?
so it's like I think it's a smaller. I'm pretty sure how I describe it is a smaller violin, but I
Well,
think it's actually got more strings. I believe.
my brain said tiny violin and I didn't say it because I was like, no, that doesn't make any sense, Taylor.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's. I mean, I get it. You second guess yourself.
All right, what's the next question? I'm so scared.
In colonial America, what was the Sugar Act? I'm just joking. You won't get this one. I know for a fact. I know for a fact.
You know what I know? Boston Tea Party. That's it.
Okay. Well, you'll get this one. What is the capital of Russia?
Moscow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You got that one. Good. Good.
I
All
don't
right.
even think I knew that in 5th grade. I'm gonna be so honest.
Dude, honestly, I'm like surprised about some of these fucking things. Okay. What's the tallest mammal on Earth? You know this.
Giraffe?
Yep. You got it. See, some of these are easy, right? All right. Now let me scroll all the way down. Uh,
Were you giving
um,
me pity ones?
yeah, I gave you pity ones for those two. I was like, she's gonna get this at least. Um, okay,
I still wasn't sure about giraffe.
yeah, I know. You also weren't sure about Moscow, apparently.
I wasn't. I genuinely. I was not.
All right, you should get this though. How many inches are there in 2 yards?
24.
What did you just say to me? How many inches are there in 2 yards? How many feet are in a yard? How
12?
many feet are in a yard? What did you just say? You're joking right now.
I'm not. Listen, I could never understand measurements.
Okay. How many inches are in a foot?
12.
Okay. How many how many feet are in a yard?
DJ, I don't know how much a yard is.
Taylor, if there's 12 inches in a foot, think of football right now.
24?
No.
DJ, I don't do measure.
Okay.
First of all,
There,
football was not the sport to do with me.
well, it's the only one that really goes by yardage.
I know it is. I've never understood feet and yard. Listen,
Okay. So there's 3 feet in a
I
yard.
can do fractions.
There's 3 feet in a yard, right?
Okay.
And there's 12 inches in a foot, right?
Okay.
So that's 36 inches in a yard.
Okay.
So how many inches are in 2 yards?
52.
Oh my, what did you just say? You are, how bad at math are you, dude?
The only thing I can do is fractions.
There's 36 inches in a yard. 36 times 2. What
72.
is that? There you go. Oh, jeez. Oh my god. Oh my god. Please.
You did this to yourself.
Clip that like crazy, please, because that frustrated the shit out of me. Oh my god. I'm done with those questions. I'm just gonna do a riddle. Oh man.
You think a riddle is gonna be better?
I'm hoping. What gets wet while drying? You know this.
Me?
Yes. What gets wet while... Wait, what? Was that your answer? Was that your answer? No. How did you get wet while
DJ, I'm married.
You aren't drying.
If
What?
I get out the shower, I am drying.
Answer again, please. Please. You basically had the right concept right there. You just... You don't know the answer, do you?
No idea.
It's a towel.
Ah.
Oh my god.
That makes sense.
Yeah, you think, you know. Oh no.
You want to do another one?
Yeah, what question can you never say yes to?
If a fae asks you for your name.
No.
If a vampire can enter your house.
No. A legit question, not a fantasy question.
Those are legit questions.
In a fantasy world, yes.
Okay.
In the real world, though, what question can you never say yes to?
Are you dead?
I mean, that's true too. Like that, I'll give you that. I'll give
Okay.
you that. But it's, are you asleep?
Oh, same
Yeah.
concept.
Yeah. That's why I was just like, okay, I'll give you that. Because I mean, it's the long sleep, you know? That's all it is. It's just the long rest. So
Yeah.
you know what? I think we should end it on that note because you got that kind of right.
You wanna leave on a semi high note?
Yeah, I don't want I feel like brain cells gone now. Yeah. Somehow the brain cells, it was in my head, but then not in yours ever, apparently. I don't know what happened there. Yeah.
Well, we can end on a high note of a Reddit story.
Okay, please. Before I cry over the math was just, I'm so really concerned right now about the yardage. You saying fucking, I told you it was 36. You said 52. 52. What? What?
You know, it's
Another
really
16
sad.
inches. Not
First of
another
all,
30.
why is my face so well? We all know why my face is so pale compared to my hand because I keep on sunscreen.
Yeah.
Oh god, I have to sneeze.
You also need to learn basic math. Bless you.
Thank you. So this story comes off of Am I the Asshole?
I don't know anymore.
Am I the asshole for what I said? My family won't let me share any good news because of my sister's disability.
What?
I, 26 female, have an older sister, 32 female, who had a tragic accident 3 years ago that left her paralyzed from the waist down. It's been rough for everyone, but especially for her, of fucking course. Our family, uh, are you
Come
okay?
again?
It's been rough for everyone, especially for her, of fucking course. Our family rallied around her, helping out as much as we can, and I've been there every step of the way because I love her so much. But
Mhm.
since the accident, it feels like I didn't deserve to have any good things happen to me, or at least I'm not allowed to talk about them. Every time something positive happens in my life, I get shut down by my family. When I got a promotion at work last year, I was so happy and excited to tell them. I thought my family would be happy for me, but when I tried to share the news, my mom pulled me aside and told me not now because my sister had a tough day. I ended up keeping it to myself. 8 months ago, my boyfriend proposed. When I told them, my mom immediately changed the subject, telling me that my sister was feeling down about her own marriage struggles. It's like anything good in my life is an offense to my sister's situation. This
Mhm.
happened a few days ago. I've been saving up for years to buy my first new car. I finally managed to do it and I was excited. I thought my family would be happy for me, so I decided to tell them. As soon as the words were out of my mouth, the room went dead silent. My mom whispered to me, "This isn't the time. Think about your sister." My sister looked so sad and instantly felt like the worst person in the world. I just
Mhm.
couldn't handle it anymore. I said, "Can't I share anything good in my life? I thought she'd be happy for me." No one knew what to say, and I left the house. I've never done that before. Now I'm filled with regret and confusion. I love my sister and I never want to hurt her, but it feels like I'm not allowed to have anything good happen to me. It's getting to the point where I feel like I'm walking on eggshells all the time. I understand my sister's life has changed drastically. I'm genuinely supportive and have always been there for her, but sometimes I just want to be able to share my own life too. I feel so guilty for everything feeling this way, like I'm being selfish or inconsiderate. Her husband and even my parents share things about their lives freely, and no one seems to mind. But as the younger sister, I'm not allowed to share anything good in front of her so I don't hurt her feelings. I get it. I really do. I understand she's going through a lot. I don't want to add to her pain, but it feels like I'm not allowed to have any joy in my life around my family. Now I know I owe my sister an apology for how I reacted. I never want to make her feel sad, but I'm struggling with how to approach my family. I don't feel like I should apologize to them. And honestly, I don't think I'll be sharing anything with them in the future.
That's fucked up. What the hell? You can't share anything? Ever?
So I'm trying to see. So this was
Or
posted 2 months ago. So so uh, it, let's say the accident happened a month before,
uh-huh.
the year ago when she got the promotion. So it's almost 2 years that she's not able to share anything in her life.
So, okay, so hold on though. I couldn't remember. Did you say what her disability is now?
No, I'm looking to see. So somebody
Because
goes,
uh-huh.
how does your sister feel about all of this? Is she genuinely hurt whenever you share these positive things, or is your mom being overprotective and jumping the gun? She goes, "My sister never says anything. It's always been my mom who jumps in to tell me off, followed by reasons why my sister did look so sad when I told them about my new car, but she didn't say anything. Whether I try to discuss things with my sister, my parents tell me not to, saying it might complicate things and I might end up hurting her feelings even more. Has it always been this kind of dynamic between you and your sister?" She's quoting the person who asked. Um, or to a lesser extent before this, she's always been the confident one, saying whatever she wants whenever she feels like it. I've had to work on myself over the years and start expressing myself better, but things have gotten worse since the accident. Now I can't say anything.
Did you say it was a car accident that she got into, right? Or no, it was just an accident.
It was just an accident. So that's the only other update that we have from OP. OP does not comment other
Cuz
than like that one time.
yeah,
Um,
'cause I was going to say
had
if
a tragic accident 3 years ago. So it doesn't say what the accident was, but it was a tragic accident 3 years ago.
because I was gonna say, I wonder if it was like, like a car accident or something. And maybe that's why she seemed down about it because you were bringing up your whole like car. So
And
maybe that, but
but yeah, we don't know. And so that was the top comment that I read where OP was replying to.
mhm,
Um But they go on, so the person goes on to say, "It just seems incredibly weird that you're the only person in your family who's not allowed to share good news."
Yeah, that's extremely weird. Like, usually if you're the youngest child, even like I feel like most families with the youngest child, like they give them the most support or something. Usually, at least I don't know. That's what, from my experience, I guess, what I see
Um,
most of the time.
so it looks like she posted this in one more than one. So she posted it on our AITAH and then also Am I the Asshole? So two different subreddits.
Hmm.
Um, so I'm gonna pull up the other one and see if
Because
I
that
can
just
find.
that kind of leaves us like wondering what the heck is going on. Like, because that's I don't know. That's weird. Like, there's so much that we don't know.
Yeah.
Like, what's the
So
disability and all that now? Like,
on the AITAH, the somebody goes, "You should talk to your sister one on one. It may not be your good news that made her sad. She may have some feelings about the fact that your parents take every possible opportunity to harp on how terrible her life is." And
yeah.
that could also be a thing of
Hmm.
constantly every time somebody's trying to like move on and like share news, your parents and her husband are like, what about her and her like issues? Like if
Yeah.
somebody's constantly pointing out that you're not who you used to be
Hmm.
because of a disability that you now have, that's really shitty.
Yeah. That's gonna mess with you mentally like crazy.
Yeah. And OP goes, "I never thought about it this way before. I will talk to my sister. Thank you." No updates, it seems like on that.
Okay.
So this is
Hopefully,
2 months
hopefully, no
old.
updates means it's good though.
Yeah. Um,
I mean, I don't know, cause what happens then? Like, because she said she couldn't bring up the fact that her boyfriend proposed. So what happens when they get married? Like,
exactly.
are they supposed to hide that wedding? Like, what's supposed to happen? Like, because I'm assuming then she'd probably want her sister to be her like maid of honor or something, or somewhere in the wedding, or I don't know.
And not only that, but she goes on to say, how she always sees her other family announcing things and supporting each other. "I feel like announcing my promotions, engagement, new car will get me the same love and support. I don't share everything, just important things I feel worth sharing with loved ones." And they're not supporting her. Dude, that's horrible.
Yeah, you shouldn't feel like your family's not supporting you. Like that's not something you should have to deal with,
Yeah, that's just sad.
especially the people that are like closest to you. Nah, that's messed up.
And
So
she
let's
doesn't
focus
blame
on the
her
positive.
sister. She said, she's just pointing out that like the reason her family won't let her say anything is because of what happened to her sister. So it doesn't even, because it's not even her sister being like, "How dare you?" If anything, she
Mhm.
might be building resentment towards her mother.
Yeah, like honestly, I would be
And her parents won't
annoyed
even
with the
let her
mother,
like discuss things with her sister.
like privately.
She just says, "Whenever I try to discuss things with my sisters, my parents tell me not to. They say it might complicate things and may end up hurting her feelings even worse." Are her feelings even hurt though?
Yeah, like how do you know? Like, what if it's just your feelings that are getting hurt because your daughter's doing better than you were at that age? Like, what if it's that? Like, I don't understand. Like,
Yeah, and remember her sister is paralyzed from the waist down now.
okay, so it says,
Yeah, yeah. So she goes, left her paralyzed from the waist down after
okay,
the accident 3 years ago. So
so that is the disability is paralyzed from the waist
yes.
down. Okay, got you.
Sorry, I completely forgot that I didn't read on in that sentence when you re-asked me.
Okay, got you.
But it's also like
But that I don't think getting proposed to or having
that's
like a promotion
you
and getting a car is gonna.
Well, not only that, even if her sister's paralyzed, she can still be a maid of honor. She can still be in the wedding party. She can still come to the wedding.
Yeah.
Like, being paralyzed doesn't mean you stop being a person.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm confused.
Like, just think about all the up close parking you get. Like, I mean, I know that's not an actual like thing to be, happy about, but I'm just saying, like, there's not benefits, but like I'm just trying to think of on like positive notes. You know what I mean? Think of on the plus side, not trying to be completely negative about the
Positivity, yeah,
situation.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
not trying to be on the negative situation. I'm just saying, like, don't be on the negative situation. Like, I'm trying to think positively, like the sister should be thinking, you know?
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, okay, so here's the thing: you gonna be building your upper body like crazy.
Very true.
You're gonna be built because you're, you know, like a wheelchair is definitely like, you building
Unless she has
your
one of
muscles.
those motorized ones.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Me personally, I feel like I'd probably go with the actual like a hand ones. I'm not gonna lie to you, mainly because like
I knew
I like
somebody
working
in
out.
elementary school whose dad, well, his dad was an amputee, so it was a little bit different.
Hmm.
Um, he was a double leg amputee, and he had like a regular wheelchair. He'd pick his kid up from school every day in his wheelchair.
In his wheelchair,
In his wheelchair.
and they go home in the wheelchair.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just confused. It's
He would
like,
put his book back on the back of his dad's thing, and he would just walk next to his dad.
oh, okay, that's dope. That's dope.
He's a really nice guy too.
Hmm.
Like, really nice guy.
See, I mean, there's like you just gotta think about the positive sides of like things. Like, yeah, you don't get me wrong, you get dealt shitty hands.
Yeah, but
You've
also,
been
like,
dealt a shitty hand, but like,
I guarantee you it is also kind of like messing with the sister mentally.
yeah,
If,
for sure.
because, like, being paralyzed doesn't stop her from having a job.
No.
Like, it doesn't stop her from working. It doesn't stop her from like performing well to get a promotion. Like, it doesn't stop her life. And so it might be a thing. And I agree with the people saying this to OP that like
Yeah.
her sister might be sad and uncomfortable that like her parents are making such a big deal out of one, her disability, that she's the one that has to live with it. And
Mhm.
then two, like the way that you're being treated afterwards, and like you're not able to share these monumental things. Like if her, let's say, okay, so 8 months ago, so her and her fiance might be married now for all I know. What happens when they're having a kid? If they have kids.
Yeah. Like, do you not want the kid to be brought around the sister or
Like, is she not supposed to announce her pregnancy? Like, are you
yeah,
guys gonna tell her, like, "No, you shouldn't say that"?
yeah, like, because I mean, technically, couldn't she could still get pregnant, couldn't she?
Yeah, everything still technically works.
I mean,
And it depends
well,
on which level, like, her paralysis is.
don't get me wrong though. Don't I mean, it is an entirely different lifestyle you're having to like learn, and
No, and it
considering
is, and I'm
she's like
not
what
knocking that.
32, right?
Yeah, 32, so she was
So at
29 when it happened.
29, you lived 29 years trying to or an entirely different lifestyle for 29 years, and then the past 3 years you've been having to adjust to your new lifestyle basically.
And
So
and
I know
I'm
it can be
not and
mentally
I'm
strenuous,
not
but
knocking that at
yeah,
all. I'm just saying, like, you're making your one kid feel like shit for not getting paralyzed,
when in
essentially.
reality the sister could be perfectly fine and wanna hear good news from her sister to
Honestly,
know that
she
she's
might
doing
wanna
good.
just hear good news,
Yeah.
period.
Exactly, like, why can the sister only hear good news from the parents
Or the
and
husband.
her yeah, like, I don't understand.
Yeah,
It doesn't
I
make
don't
any sense.
understand it either. It makes no
Like,
sense.
why is it only that the younger sister, like, can't give good news at all? Like, I still don't get me wrong, like, I know I'm a college dropout, but I'm happy that to hear that my sister's graduated. What's up?
Oh, as you should be. I
Yeah.
can hear Lonnie yelling from his office. They're talking about bad anime endings or bad manga endings
Oh,
because of the My Hero ending.
yeah.
I can hear him yelling.
Yeah, another one would have been like
I'm still on the train of Attack on Titan's ending could have been better.
well, yeah, they would. Okay, so the anime
was
they
rushed.
originally, huh?
The manga, it was rushed.
Yeah, but the anime they were originally going to change it to be the one that everybody liked, but then they were like, nah, let's go back
Yeah.
to the original.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
With like
what?
slight
Why did you make
tweaks
us
to it.
wait for so long just to be like, nah?
Yeah. No.
I think I heard him a little bit. I think I heard a little bit.
Probably. But that's all we have for you this week.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been a while since I've been on, so
It has.
yeah, it's been crazy.
I hope you guys like the new format, because I kind of want to stick to it.
Yeah,
I
I'll
like
try to
being
think of
able
more stuff in
to
mind.
talk and discuss and,
I'll try to bring more topics to my segment, so that way it's not just me making fun of you not knowing stuff. Even though it's kind of all I ever do.
Next year, okay? I get a master's degree next year.
That scares me. You don't know what how many inches are in 2 yards, and you're about to have a master's degree.
My master's degree doesn't deal with yards. My master's degree has nothing to do with math.
It doesn't matter. You still had to learn basic fucking math.
And guess what? In and out. I had it for school. I don't need it anymore.
You work for the government.
I do.
That scares me.
Well, there are other people working in our government who should probably scare you more.
Yeah, 100%. But like, I'm just saying.